and welcome to today's video. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Estee, and on my channel we discuss everything in the beauty world and sometimes some other things, but mostly everything in the beauty world. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe. And if you are enjoying this video as you are watching, you already know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up because it really helps a small creator like myself. Can you believe it is already time for the Sephora sale? I feel like this year has just gone by so quickly. This time around, I think they're calling it the Sephora Spring Savings Event. I feel like every single time there's a Sephora sale, it's never actually called the Sephora sale, and they always name it something different. But anyways, on the day you're watching it, it starts for Rouge Access, and then it'll go VIB and Insider. I'll pop up like a screenshot of the details here because I do not know it off the top of my head. So I will be talking about a ton of products in today's video. I did film this video for the last sale, which I think was around like November-ish, November 2020. So some items in here will be repeat just because I have a lot more subscribers this time around than I did. But I still stand behind everything I talk about in those two videos. I filmed two separate videos last time, one for makeup, one for like skincare and hair care stuff. So the stuff that will be in this video from those videos are like my true top holy grail. I'm just going to mention them quickly. I'm not going to go too much into detail on them, but I'll link down those videos down below if you want to check them out as well. I'm ready for this. We got a lot of things to talk about. I have this like springy top on. Let's get right on into it. This is going to be a long one. I'm just gonna do like the order I do my makeup. So let's start with foundation. All right, I got 4 foundations to talk about. The first one I want to talk about is something I feel like I've mentioned 100 times on my channel already. This was like my best of 2020, but this is a Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I absolutely love this. It gives me full coverage. It's matte, but it's not drying at all. It does not irritate any of my acne, my perioral dermatitis, absolutely nothing. Literally lasts all day. 10 out of 10. This is my favorite. The other 3 are definitely some newer favorites of mine. So the first one would be the Rare Beauty foundation. I have to say, every single product I have tried from Rare Beauty thus far has really impressed me and has not let me down at all. And I feel the same way about this product. I did do a full foundation Friday on this product. I really like this product because it's super liquidy and super thin. It does come with a dope foot. And I feel like it's just one of those formulations that are very thin but have a lot of coverage. Similar to like the Dior Face and Body, something that's just like really liquidy, really lightweight on the skin, gives you the coverage. It's a really nice natural finish and it just looks really nice natural on the skin. And I just love the price point of Rare Beauty products in general. Then my 2 newest foundations, I literally just uploaded a splurge or save on this last week, but I definitely wanted to recommend it. It is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I will not lie, I am a like full coverage type of girl, and when I tried this out, I was shocked with the amount of coverage it gave me. I'm wearing it today. It's covering up everything I need to cover. 1 layer of this will give you like a light to medium coverage. 2 full layers will give you like a solid medium coverage. It's a beautiful natural finish. It does not irritate anything on my skin. Works for all skin types. If you're more oily, go ahead and set it with a powder. If you're dry, this will work for you. But if you do have dry patches, I would say to go in on those areas with something like really nice and hydrating, because for me, this did cling just a tiny bit to those dry patches. This is amazing. Now, on the other hand, something that is quite different to this is the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. So I actually have a full foundation Friday filmed on this, but I have not posted it yet. It will probably go up next week, but spoiler alert, this foundation is full coverage. Full coverage. It's marketed as a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. People, if you need coverage and you want something lightweight, you need this. I'm not kidding. 1 pump of this literally gave me full maximum coverage for my entire face and my neck. And usually I'm one of those people that even if I am using a medium to full or a full coverage foundation, I'll usually go in with like a second layer just on my problem areas. You do not need to do that with this. And the best part is that it does not feel heavy on the skin. It makes your skin look absolutely beautiful. It's a natural finish, good for dry skin, good for oily skin, good for everyone. This is just amazing if you want that full coverage glam vibe. One more foundation I totally forgot to talk about If you know, you know. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation, literally best powder foundation in the entire world, in my opinion. The fullest powder foundation I've ever used in my life. Amazing. You can use this to set your makeup if you need more coverage, if you're using a more lightweight, light coverage type of foundation, or you can use this on its own. Chef's kiss, my favorite. All right, let's talk concealers. Before we get into that, I do want to mention that I don't know what's going on today. It's a beautiful day outside. I have a bunch of neighbors. We all live on top of each other in New York, and some children are outside in the yard and they're screaming. And then we have Remy. People are walking by, going on walks. So Remy's going crazy in the backyard barking. So I just apologize in advance if you hear any of that in the background. But let's get to the concealer. So the first one, my tried and true Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. This is literally a 20 out of 10. This is my favorite concealer. It has so much coverage. It does not crease. It stays all day. It is great if you have drier under eyes like myself, just not make you look cakey. Amazing. The other concealer I want to talk about is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is a concealer that I have used for years, but never spoken about it on camera. I don't think I may have shown it on camera like once or twice during a get ready with me, and I've just never spoken about it, and I don't really know why. But anyways, I love this concealer. I like this for spot concealing, usually before foundation. I also will use this on my under eyes, but if I do use this on my under eyes, I will go in with like a brush, and then I have to like wash the brush and stuff like that. So I do like this for the under eyes. It's also a really great like eyeshadow base, but I do like this for spot concealing. When I do use it for spot concealing, I make sure to apply it, and I give it like maybe a minute or two just to really set down, because when I go in with my foundation, you don't want your foundation or your sponge or your brush like lifting it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is great and highly recommend this. Next, let's talk about powders. First up, y'all already know Hourglass Veil Powder, the best translucent loose setting powder in the entire world. You cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell me otherwise. This is literally my holy grail, my favorite. Incredible. And then a newer powder I want to talk about is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I had to make sure I said it right, because every time I use this, the shade is Comfy, and I always say the Comfy powder, but it's the Cloud Set Powder, and I use the shade Comfy, which is the medium shade. I absolutely love this. Beware though, if you drop this, I did drop this. It kind of sounds like it's about to come out. So yeah, beware, do not drop this. But anyways, I absolutely love this powder. I've been raving about it. This is a powder that you can literally take your brush, dig it in, apply it to your face, and it just looks so natural. It does not look cakey. It does not look crepey. It doesn't even look like you're wearing powder. And it also has like these really, really fine, like micro, I don't want to say micro glitter. Like it has like this sheen to it. It just makes your face look absolutely beautiful. If you are more combination like myself, know that this powder actually does set your makeup and will inhibit those oils from coming, because I feel like when okay, let me put my brush down. But I feel like when I see these type of like radiant or luminizing type of setting powders, I'm kind of like, well, I want a powder to set everything down. I don't want to look like more shiny, or a lot of the times those powders, they'll set everything down for like an hour or two and then your oils come right back. This literally sets down your makeup for the entire day. It is amazing. All right, let's get into some cheek products. I have a few to talk about. First up, let's say it all together. Dior Backstage Palette. I am like a broken record. Dior, if you are seeing this, please know that I am your #1 fan, okay? Please. This highlight palette is everything to me. I exclusively wore like liquid/cream highlight for probably like a year or two until I got this palette. Like literally no exaggeration. That's how much this palette has changed my life. Also on the Dior theme, Dior Rosy Glow Blush. These are both absolutely incredible. I have the shade Coral and the shade Pink. The pink one is what I'm wearing today. The pink looks definitely a little bit different in the pan than how it looks on the cheek. Like in the pan, it looks very blue tone, very cool tone, but on the cheek, it just gives you this beautiful wash of pink. And I would say the same thing too. Coral like looks super orange in here, but on the cheek, it's just like this flush of coral. It's just that type of blush that like makes you look like naturally blushed from your body. Ugh, I can't even explain it. This is so worth it, so worth the money. I picked these both up during the sale, but honestly, I would pay full price for them. Another blush that I absolutely love. I've spoken about the Patrick Ta Duos on here before, and I absolutely love the duos as well. I highly recommend those as well, but I have fallen back in love with his like regular blush. This is the She Seductive shade. This shade in particular I absolutely love. It's just like this beautiful nude, and I feel like this is one of those blushes that will work for so many skin tones, and like it works for me whether I'm like super tan in the summer, because I am Middle Eastern, I do get very dark in the summer, or it'll work for me if I'm like super pale as I am right now, and it just gives like this beautiful flush to the cheeks. And I just really feel that this shade in particular, the She Seductive shade, is just really special. I want to talk about two cream blushes. I am kind of like a cream connoisseur at this point. The first one is this Rare Beauty blush. This is in the shade Bliss. Let me swatch it for you. This is just the mini. This is the one that came in like a mini set that they did, but I don't think they're doing that anymore. I'm pretty sure it's out of stock, and I don't think they're restocking it. So there's that shade Bliss. I absolutely love this formula. It's super thin. You dot a little bit on and it just gives this beautiful flush. It dries down. This is their matte. So they have like a matte formula, and then I think the other one is maybe a glowy formula or a satin. I'm not exactly sure what they call it, but it's not one of those that like dries completely matte down. Like it dries matte down on the skin, but it doesn't look matte, if that makes sense. It's so easy to use. You can blend it out with a brush, blend it out with your finger. It doesn't really matter. And then the other one I want to talk about, which is technically a multi-use product, is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Matte. So this is, you can use on your lips, on your eyes, on your cheeks. This is in the shade Creme Brulee, and I'm obsessed with this. I do plan on getting another 1 or 2 shades of this during the sale. There's a shade right there in Creme Brulee. It's sort of this like cool toned mauve type of pink. And okay, if you get this, when I tell you, you need the tiniest amount. I like to go in with this on my finger, dab it on, and then I go in with a stippling brush very quickly. This is one of those products, this dries down matte. It doesn't like look super like matte and flat on the cheek, but it dries down matte. So I definitely say that if you are going to pick this up, make sure you blend it out quickly and do one cheek at a time. I also love to wear this on my eyes, and the same thing with that. I would do one eye at a time because this does dry down, but this is like one of those products on your eyes or on your cheeks. Once you put it on, it is not going anywhere. I feel like I could like literally swim in the ocean and this is not budging. When I use it on my eyes, like you don't need a primer, you don't need concealer, like you don't need anything. It doesn't crease, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't budge. It is there to stay. Some more cream products. Y'all already know these Charlotte Tilbury ones. I feel like these have been like sold out recently. I'm assuming it's because of TikTok. I haven't personally seen those or maybe it's because of the Madison Beer video. I think she used these. I don't really know. These are absolutely everything to me. I have the shade Goldgasm and Spotlight, which I can swatch for you all. Here is Goldgasm right there, which is just so beautiful. And then this one is just the original. This one's called Spotlight. And this one is slightly lighter than Goldgasm, and this one is more of like a rose gold. It kind of has like a champagne type of, a little bit of a cooler tone, a little bit of a pinky undertone, if you will. I know I probably should have swatched them closer together, but it is what it is. I think it's the same thing with these, that these kind of do dry down quickly, so I probably do one cheek at a time or whatever, but these are literally everything to me. My last 2 cheek items you already know about, so I will talk about them very quickly. Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in, why can't I open this? Why am I, oh, there we go. Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in the Intensity 1 shade. This is everything to me. This is just the best. This is absolute the best. I always sort of like keep this if I'm going to like a wedding or a special event. This is when I will use this. It is quite waxy, which I like because it does not bulge, it does not go anywhere, it does not fade throughout the day. It is amazing. And then my other holy grail, which is my less expensive version, is the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is in the light shade. This is definitely more creamy than the Tom Ford. This is amazing. I literally use this every single day without a doubt. It is my favorite. Really quickly, I want to talk about 2 setting sprays. Again, I've spoken about these before, but I do want to mention them. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless This is amazing. Put this on your face. It'll make your makeup budge proof. Wear it under a mask, whatever it is. It ain't going anywhere. And then we have the Makeup Forever Life Outfit Air. If you are combo, if you're oily, you need this in your life. Not only does this like literally airbrush your skin and like make your pores vanish, this will keep your T-zone or wherever, if you're oily, wherever, this will keep those oils at bay all day. Next up, let's talk about some eye products. I do have quite a few. I feel like lately, I don't know if this has like been a trend or it's just me, I've just been feeling the mini palettes. So the first one is the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette. I absolutely love this. I love that the brown in here is just like nice and cool tones. I love that they have like a set down shade, base shade, and this is just like a really easy palette. Also, do not be scared by this blue shade. It actually, I'll show you, I'll swatch it on my hand. Right there, it kind of blends out to more of like a pink. Yeah, the swatches, you know, swatches, I'm okay with them, but they're not my strong suit. Anyways, and then I also have two Huda palettes. I love the Huda palettes. I have Nude Medium, which is one of my favorites. I just love this. I love the pinky tones. It's beautiful for spring or summer. And then I have Khaki Haze, which I kind of guess is like more of like fall vibes, but I just wanted to mention it because I just love her 9-pan palettes. And then I also have the Makeup by Mario palette. This one is in Rosy Glam. Also beautiful shades for the spring. You got your purple in there, you got a pink in there. It's really quick, it's really easy to use. The shades are pigmented. You can literally apply all of these shades like with your fingers and blend them out. That is how awesome this palette is. Also, I have two liquid eyeshadows to talk about, which have been like my obsession lately. They are the Rare Beauty liquid eyeshadows. I have the shades Nearly Rose and Nearly Neutral, which I will find room on the back of my hand to swatch for you all, but these are amazing. I feel like these are a little bit similar to the Danessa Myricks, where they dry down quickly and they dry down matte. They are budge proof. You do not need a primer. You do not need anything under there. They literally will not budge. And that being said, I do like to go in and just do like one eye at a time. Here are the two shades. There's the Nearly Neutral and here is the Nearly Rose. I'm actually wearing Nearly Rose on my eyes today, if you can see that. And I'm literally just wearing this, like one and done eyeshadow. I don't have bronzer in my crease, nothing. I just applied this with my finger. And then I went in with this fluffy brush and I was just blending it out. And then I put a little bit underneath on my lower lash line. And that was it. These literally last all day. They're absolutely beautiful. I really hope she expands this line and comes out with more shades, because I believe as of now, she only has 4 shades of these. All right, moving right along. I think we're doing like really well on time. Okay, so first up we have the Rare Beauty. This is the Thankful Dewy Lip Balm. This is also a mini. It's the same mini that came in the set with the blush, but like with the mini blush too, like I would buy these full size. That's how good they are. And when I got this in the set, I was like, I don't really think I'm gonna care about this, because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like when brands or Sephora favorites puts together a set, they'll throw in a bunch of makeup and then they'll just put a balm in there too. Like, why not? Anyways, this balm is absolutely beautiful. It's like literally the most gorgeous, perfect nude shade, and it actually lasts pretty well. Listen, does it last like a normal bullet lipstick or like a matte liquid lipstick or anything like that? No, but it definitely lasts better than just like any other tinted balm I have used. So I absolutely love that. I also want to talk about, this is like literally finished. I'm gonna pick up like a brand new full size. This is the Lila B Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Be Elegant. This is also just like the most perfect, amazing nude shade. Let me, can you guys see that? Can you see that? Ugh, I'm sorry. These swatches today they're a mess. But anyways, this is like just the most amazing tinted lip oil. It feels amazing on the lips. It's like the perfect nude color. Again, it's not like the most long lasting. It's going to transfer if you're eating or drinking, but I absolutely love it and I had to mention it. And last but not least, we have my holy grail, Patrick Ta lip creams. I have them in the shade She's Independent and She's Confident. I'm not even going to swatch these for you because I'm wearing them on my lips. I actually have them mixed on my lips. They're beautiful nude shades. They last all day. They are lip creams, not liquid lipstick. So like if I kiss my hand, for example, they will transfer a little bit. but they literally last all day, and they almost kind of like stain your lips just a tiny bit. So even when they like fully rub off, you still have color on your lips, if that makes sense. Moving on, we're going to talk about a few fragrances. I don't really have much for hair and skincare just because I feel like hair you already know. Olaplex 3, 5, and 6. Those are my holy grails, and the Verb Ghost Oil. I'll link those down below in case you didn't catch me. I get a lot of comments saying that I talk very, very fast. Is that true? Let me know. I am from New York, so that could be it. And then as far as it goes for skincare, honestly, most of the skincare I use and have been using, a lot of it is from the drugstore, but y'all already know the Youth to the People Adaptogen Cream has been a holy grail of mine as well, so I'll link that down below, but let's move on to fragrance. All right, first up for fragrance, let's talk about my latest obsession. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cherry Rosa 71 Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. Oh my God, the smell. The smell of this is to die for. It's a caramel, vanilla, but you have that macadamia nut in this. They need to come out with a lotion that smells like I need a lotion. I need like a full line of this because this is to die for. It is scrumptious. Like every time I spray this, I like actually, like I want to take a bite out of something. That is how decadent and delicious it is. I am just obsessed with it. Let's move on to some perfumes or EDTs. First up, I want to talk about the Ness Fragrances Citrine. I love this for spring, and I am going to be doing a full like spring fragrance video that'll be coming up probably within the next week or so. I love this citrine scent. It's just a beautiful citrus. It's lemony, it's bright, it's just amazing. Also, I believe the full size of these are like 80 bucks. So I do think as far as like fragrances go at Sephora, this is a pretty good price range. And a ton of people have been telling me that based on my preferences, I would like Wild Poppy from Ness. So I'll definitely be picking that up during the sale. And as far as like fragrances and like Sephora goes in general, I don't know. With fragrances, it's weird. I'm not really like loyal to any store. I feel like sometimes I'll buy fragrances from, you know, like Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom if they're doing like a set of it, or sometimes they have like those incentives or you get a gift, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I'll do that, but I feel like the brands that I buy from Sephora don't really have like those incentives. For example, like Jo Malone. Jo Malone is sold at Bloomingdale's and at Nordstrom, but they're not a brand like Dior or like Prada that will give you like freebies for your fragrance purchase, if that makes sense. So that's kind of why I buy them at Sephora, if that makes sense. But anyways, these are my favorite 3 scents. I've spoken about them before. Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt is my holy grail. This is a scent that I literally wear all year round, whether it is winter, whether it is summer. It definitely could be unisex. It's just really nice and fresh smelling, but like a mysterious type of fresh. And then my go-to spring scent is the Honeysuckle and Divana. Smells like honeysuckle, smells fresh, and just smells floral, which I love, but not like a powdery or like white type of floral. And then my go-to summer is Blackberry and Bay. This is very fruity, it's sweet, it's bright, it's amazing. And then last but not least, I have the Atelier Cologne Vanille Incense. I always thought this was the Vanilla Intense. I'm not even kidding. And then one day I was reading this and I'm like, that does not say intense. Yeah, so this is their vanilla perfume. I absolutely love their California Clementine as well. They just have like a great range of perfumes, but that one I ran out of and I haven't repurchased it. So I think I am gonna repurchase it during the sale just because I've been like longing for it. But anyways, this is their vanilla. I feel like in general with vanilla perfumes, they can smell very synthetic, very fake, very like nauseous kind of, or nauseating rather, but this does not smell like that. This smells like a fresh vanilla, a true vanilla, and it really is just like a solid vanilla. It's not super like complex as a scent, so this is definitely really great if you want to like layer it on something or just on its own. I actually prefer to wear this on its own because it's not like super sweet. I feel like a lot of vanilla scents that are mixed with other things, such as this one, they're very like sweet vanilla or like marshmallow or something like that. But this is just like a straight vanilla. It's not one of those like sugary sweet vanillas, if that makes sense. All right, there you have it. I feel like I really sped through this. Obviously, if you have any questions about any of the things I mentioned or things that I did not mention that you just have questions on, whether I have tried it or whether I recommend it, so on and so forth, please let me know down below in the comments. As far as what I plan on purchasing, I'm not going to do a separate video on that. I'm just going to put that on my Instagram stories and I'll put like a little highlight on my Instagram for it. So check out my Instagram if you're curious on what I plan on getting. But obviously I am going to be doing a haul video once everything comes in. I usually wait until the sale is like very, very finished to do my haul, because what I find is that I'll buy a bunch of things on the first day, and then I'll probably do like another order on like the third or fourth day, because I'm like, oh my God, I forgot stuff. And then by the end of the sale, there's like new releases, and then people put up their videos of what they recommend or what they're getting, and then I want that too. So I definitely have to wait until the sale is like very much done for me to do the haul, because that's just what happens with me. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.